It's time now for the Peter Chill 11 o'clock news for this Sunday night, April 26, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. How are you? 11 o'clock news at 9:00. And our top story here at 11 o'clock here at the Sunday night here is in Kathmandu, Nepal, where each time the city shuddered with aftershocks from the earthquake that convulsed Nepal, someone got them felt an urge to join the millions of residents who fled to safety outdoors. In the vast realm of unhappy cable customers, Time Warner Cable subscribers stand out as an especially miserable bunch. The company, which has near monopolies in some of the country's largest markets, including parts of New York City, scores dead last. As Comcast's Time Warner Cable deal collapses, leaves frustrated customers out in the dark. Baltimore Mayor Stephanie Rawlins-Blake made a stunning admission on Saturday in the aftermath of violent protests over the recent death of Freddie Gray, said that she wants to give those space to those who wish to destroy. United Nations, Yemen's warring political factions were on the verge of a power-sharing deal when Saudi-led airstrikes began a month ago to derail the negotiations, the United Nations envoy who meditated the talk said. In Jerusalem, an Israeli airstrike killed members of an armed squad what was preparing to bomb. Israeli forces on Sunday along the Israeli-Syrian frontier in the Golan Heights, Israeli military said. Indonesia Supreme Court has refused to hear the final appeal application by a convict and a Gamagan death list with Andrew Chen and Maran Sukumaran. In Santa Ana, California, Corinthian College will shut down all of its remaining 28 grand campuses, displace about 16,000 students less than 2 weeks after the U.S. In Miami Beach, the challenge is that there was more than one distinct identity bound up in Hillary Clinton. There's Hillary, the proud new grandmother. In Discovery Bay, California, an 18-year-old man has been arrested on suspicion of fatal stabbing of a 9-year-old boy in a Northern California town. Traders work to screen more central banks meet, but ability to power economy is in doubt. Investigators overlook evidence given to them just hours after 2010 flash crash that could have enabled them to uncover the strategies of Davider Serro, the trader now accused of helping cause the bounce off in the stocks that day. In Frankfurt, Deutsche Bank said Sunday that its first quarter net profit fell around 50% as strong revenue growth was outweighed by a record penalty agreed to last week to settle with authorities over rate-breaking allegations. Bruce Jenner's oldest son is calling out all the fake Bruce Jenner supporters, but Burt Jenner, 36, took to criticize people saying, now they stand beyond the keeping up with the Kardashians ad after they bashed him over the past year. Furious 7 is still winning the box office after, although the Avengers was most likely to take them down next weekend as the unstoppable Universal Studios juggernaut. Furious 7 has not left their foot off the gas pedal, driving right past the $1 billion mark. Exposure to air pollution in the long term can have detrimental effects on the brain, according to a new study involving MRI scans conducted on 943 healthy adults. Okay, take a look at New England alerts here at 11:04. Lawrence, Massachusetts, a motor vehicle accident rolled over hit and run on Bailey Street at Phillips Street. Vehicle rolled over and multiple persons inside a vehicle and second vehicle fled the scene. Springfield, Massachusetts, robbery. State Street, convenience store robbed by a black male. Fun and foot, last seen running down Orleans Street, major crowd viewed en route to the scene. And Providence, Rhode Island, shots were found in the residence on Atlantic Avenue, ballistics located to request PCI to the scene. Peter Cello News time, 11:04, and it is time now for a travel report here on the Slate Sunday night here. And it shows smooth sailing on West Byways in New England here, and the intersection of the Mass Pike 290 and 395. A little slow, but otherwise, smooth sailing coming here on the Slate Sunday night here. We got an accident on Route 129, Route 1 up in Linfield, so expect a few delays here. And 495 on the northbound side, a little slow from Route 4 in Chelmsford to before Route 3 in Chelmsford here. And down on 195 on the eastbound side, a little slow from Route 18 to Fairhaven. From New Bedford to Fairhaven here. And on the MBTA. Ferries are looking good. The subway system's looking good. And some Providence trains may continue to experience delays at 10-20 minutes about Attleboro due to damaged Amtrak signals here. Peter Chill News Time, 11:05. Time now for a weather report. Current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 11:05 p.m. 47 degrees, that temperature overcast, guys. Humidity 71%. Wind speed is calm. Barometer 29.61 inches, dew about 30 degrees. Visibility 10 miles an hour here. Okay, looking at our current conditions, man, in the region here. 52 degrees out of Boston, 49 in Bedford, 52 in Lawrence, 46 in Beverly, and in Gloucester, it's 50 in Fitchburg. Here it is 48 in Worcester, 48 in Sturbridge, 49 in Webster, 51 in Milford, 50 in Norwood, it's 49 in Taunton, 46 in Bedford, it's 46 in Plymouth, 46 in Chatham, 44 in Boston Harbor, 46 in Cape Cod Bay, 45 in Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket, it's 40 in Buckon, it's 46 in Buckon, 40 in Westlake, it's 55 out of New York City, it's 51 in Islip, 50 in Montauk, 56 in Bridgeport, 54 in New Haven, it's 52 in Denbury, 52 in Waterbury, 54 in Meriden, 53 in Winslow and Hartford, Connecticut, it's 52 in Springfield, 50 in Greenfield, 47 in Athol, 47 in North Adams, Massachusetts, 46 in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, it's 50 in Albany and Silver Springs, New York, 45 in Rutland, Vermont, 49 in Bennington, 46 in Brattleboro, Vermont, 44 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 48 in Keene, New Hampshire, 47 in Jarvis, New Hampshire, 46 in Corning, New Hampshire, 49 in Concord, New Hampshire, 48 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 52 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 50 in Boston, New Hampshire, and 47 degrees out in Portland, Maine. Here. Oh, wait. Current conditions around the region here on this. Nope. Let's take a look at the surface map. Here's warm front off the British Columbia, Washington, and Oregon coastline here. High pressure off Western Washington coastline here. And a station down for Alberta, merged with a cold front from south central Alberta. Then for western Montana, then for central Wyoming, and up for western Nebraska. Further Dakotas and up to Manitoba, merged with a pink front from east central Saskatchewan. Then merged with a cold front and then merged with a warm front from central Manitoba and northeastern Manitoba. We've got a ridge of high pressure from western Saskatchewan, north central Montana here. And a cold front from Mexico, stretching to west central Texas, and a station front down for Texas, and stretching in over Louisiana, merging with a cold front from southern Arkansas, down for the 7 states and out to sea here. Up South Carolina coastline here. And a pink front from western Texas and up in the northeastern New Mexico here. Get up front from western Colorado, down from north central New Mexico here. And another front from western Quebec, stretching it down for Quebec, north central Maine, and then for Canadian Maritimes, low pressure around Nova Scotia, and the station front from eastern Quebec down for Newfoundland there. And we got a front line down through inland California here. And we got low pressure in northwestern Wyoming here, western South Dakota, western Colorado, eastern New Mexico, and western Texas here. And a front line from central Texas and off the northeast Mexican coast there. 44 degrees, that temperature right now in Detroit. It's 48 out in Pittsburgh, 57 in Washington, D.C., 66 in Atlanta, Georgia. It's 83 in Miami, Florida. It's 81 in Brownsville, Texas, 78 in Dallas, Texas, 56 in Kansas City, 57 in Omaha, Nebraska, 45 in Chicago, 56 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 40 in Great Falls, Montana, 57 in Seattle, 59 in San Francisco, 67 in Los Angeles, it's 70 in Las Vegas, 50 in Salt Lake City, Utah, and Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's 66 out in Phoenix, Arizona, and 42 degrees out in Denver, Colorado. Here. Alrighty, let us take a look at our radar situation here, and it shows some spotty rain shots off Cape Ann and off the outer Cape Downs here, and the line of rain shots stretching from mid-coast Maine, stretching up between Waterville and Bangor, Maine, around 95, and stretching them in the north central Maine and down for the northwestern portions of Maine. And spotty rain showers around east central portions of Maine, and a lot of rain showers around eastern Quebec, some snow showers eastern Quebec and south of Turville, and stretching over the east central portions of Quebec here. And some spotty rain showers south of Burlington, Vermont, near Route 7, and some spotty rain showers east of Burlington, Vermont, and northwestern Vermont, and rain showers in the northeast central portions of New York State, and some spotty rain showers in the north central New York here. And for the east central portions of Quebec here. Zooming on, and it shows a line of clouds, a line of rain showers from eastern tip of Quebec, stretching off the New Brunswick, and rain, sleet, and snow showers in east central portions of Nova Scotia, some snow showers in central portions of Nova Scotia here, and some rain showers on western portions of Prince Edward Island, western portions of Newfoundland, rain showers off northeastern portions of Newfoundland there, and a little line of rain showers on east central portions of Ontario and enough west central portions of Quebec here, and a little line of rain showers on Rochester, New York, and stretching point south of Rochester, New York here, and spotty rain showers from south central North Carolina, and line of rain showers from southwestern and northeastern portions of South Carolina off the southeastern North Carolina coastline here, and a line of rain showers off northeastern Florida, and a line of showers and storms down for the Gulf of Mexico, and a line of rain showers in southeastern portions of Louisiana, for southern Mississippi, and then southwestern portions of Alabama, and a line of rain showers in south central portions of Mississippi, and some rain showers in western portions of Louisiana, and a line of rain showers in south central portions of Arkansas here, and a line of showers and storms from central and northeastern Texas, and stretching in southern Oklahoma, and a line of rain showers in western portions of the Oklahoma Panhandle, and some spotty showers and storms around western Texas, and spotty showers around Phoenix, Arizona, and then for New Mexico, and a line of rain showers in east central portions of Utah down for west central portions of Colorado, and a line of rain showers in the northeastern Colorado down for western Kansas down for western portions of Nebraska here, and a snow, sleet, and rain showers in central portions of Wyoming, and a line of rain showers from the western Dakotas and up into the eastern Montana, and southwestern portions of Saskatchewan and north central portions of Montana. And rain, sleet, and snow showers in eastern portions of Idaho, and spotty rain, sleet, and snow showers in west central portions of Montana, and a line of rain showers from northwestern Oregon and up to western Washington State, and after southwestern British Columbia and Vancouver here. Some spotty rain showers in east central portions of British Columbia, some spotty rain showers around southeastern portions of Alaska here, and some spotty rain showers in eastern portions of east central portions of Manitoba, around southeastern central Manitoba, and all around the rain showers in southwestern portions of Manitoba here. Taking a look at the satellite loop, and it shows clouds coming from Maine and Maine, Quebec and Maine and Maritimes. Patchy clouds from Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and stretching down New York State down to northern Pennsylvania here. A line of clouds from the Carolinas, down for southern Georgia, and from Florida, down for the Gulf States, and down for northern portions of Texas, and covering much of Oklahoma, and a line of clouds from the Rockies, stretching western Dakotas, and up into southern Saskatchewan, up into covering Manitoba, and down for western portions of Ontario here. A line of clouds coming from much of Arizona, and a line of clouds from south central California, and a line of clouds from north central portions of Nevada, stretch over to Oregon, up into western Washington State, and a line of clouds coming from much of British Columbia here. Okay, let's take a look at forecast discussion around the country here. Severe thunderstorms and flash flooding possible for portions of the Southern Plains of the Lower Mississippi Valley and the Gulf Coast. Temperatures will be 10 to 20 degrees below average from the parts of the northeast westwards to the central Southern Plains to the parts of the Rockies. A low pressure system will move across Texas this evening and tonight, arrived in the northern Gulf of Mexico by Monday morning, as this low will be of a low pressure system. It will bring widespread showers and thunderstorms to much of the Southern Plains by tonight, reaching to the western Gulf Coast by Monday morning here. Showers and thunderstorms will continue to spread eastward across the Gulf Coast states and New Jersey as the low pressure system moves across the northern Gulf of Mexico. The Storm Prediction Center is forecast for a risk of severe thunderstorms across portions of the regions for Monday. As in addition, it's rated severe weather, heavy rain, and possibly a flash flooding will be exists over the many of the same areas that will experience severe weather. A cool air mass north of the low pressure system along with clouds, and occasional rain will keep below average temperatures when placed from portions of the Rockies east across a portion of the plains. A persistent upper level low will remain in place off the northeast United States coast. This feature will keep below average temperatures and precipitation in place over the next couple of days as a series of upper level disturbances across the northeast and scattered showers will be possible across much of the northeast Tuesday. The temperatures will be cold enough Monday morning to rain for mix with snow in some areas. This area of more widespread rain is possible Monday afternoon and evening along the New England coast. Areas of rain and snow showers will be possible across portions of the Rockies tonight and the Monday as an upper level to across the region as a coast front will also bring the possibility of rain in portions of the northern plains throughout the early Tuesday. Another precipitational system will move into the northwest early Tuesday with rain possible again for this region here. Okay, forecast discussion around the region here. Unsettled weather and below normal temperatures continuing into Tuesday as a week. High pressure will briefly visit the area during midweek with temperatures near slightly above normal, low normal temperatures and settled weather return Thursday night into Friday as with improvements for the weekend here. Near term until 6 a.m. Monday morning, 10 and 18 p.m. update. Mid-level clouds blanketed southern New England once again. Take the next several hours with an ongoing forecast to reflect the latest observed trends. The main changes were the sky cover and temperatures when remaining light and somewhat variable with the loss of daytime heating. Sea breezes have ended as a northwestern north flow will establish itself overnight as a result. Cannot rule out a straight sprinkle too, but most areas will remain dry overnight. The overcast skies are expected to continue throughout the night and slightly nuts and keeping low temperatures in the upper 30s to low 40s here. Alright. Let's take a look at the weather notes here. Okay, today's low started in the 30s before top of that in the 50s this afternoon here. And expected a few spotty on and off showers for tomorrow beginning mid-morning and continuing in the afternoon. I'm expecting heaviest rain 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. for eastern southern New England area of Massachusetts, Connecticut, and down, and few rain showers late Monday night. So the Red Sox game tomorrow at Fenway against the Toronto Blue Jays could be in the cards, and same will go for the Norton Lancers varsity baseball game against the Medway Mustangs here. And expect tomorrow's highs for the Cape Cod and Islands, 50 to 55 degrees. For southeast Massachusetts and down, 52 to 58 degrees. And Boston and North Shore and Metro West, 51 to 58 degrees. Alright, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Overnight, clouds got low about 30 degrees. Light northwest wind. Monday, showers likely beginning up to 11 a.m. Clouds got high about 55 degrees. Northwest wind about 5 to 7 miles per chance of precipitation 6%. New precipitation amounts of between a tenth, quarter, and inch possible. For Monday night, chance of showers, clouds got low about 40 degrees. Northwest about 3 to 7 miles per chance of precipitation is 50%. New precipitation amounts between a tenth and quarter of an inch possible. For Tuesday, chance of showers may before noon. Most clouds got high about 57 degrees. Northwest about 8 to 11 miles per gust size, 25 miles per chance of precipitation 30%. No precipitation amounts of less than 7 inches possible. For Tuesday, podcast got low about 41 degrees. Westward about 6 miles per before come after midnight here. For Wednesday, Saturday podcast got about 65, low about 42 degrees. For Thursday, podcast Saturday, most clouds got about 63, low about 41 degrees. For Friday, chance of showers, most clouds got with a high of 55, low about 39 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 40%. For Saturday, podcast Saturday, most clouds got about 38, low about 40 degrees. And for Sunday, most sun clouds have about 65 degrees. Here's what phrase of the night. A cloudy and a little drizzly and a showery day in top for tomorrow. Peter Channel News Time, 11:19 here on this Sunday night. And it's time now for Sunday Night Sports Roundup here. And let's be off down at Camden Yards in Baltimore, Maryland, where the Boston Red Sox are looking to try to bounce back from a tough 10-inning loss on Saturday night to the Orioles after coming back to take a 4-3 lead in the top of the 10th. But today in Baltimore, well, it was disaster. Today, as the Orioles dominated that game from start to finish here, as the Orioles pecked away at the Sox, 18-7 here, as bottom of the second inning, Steve Pearce added sacrifice to left field and Brock Holt, and Dylan Young scores was 1-0 in favor of the Orioles here. And then, bottom of the third, Adam Jones walks and Ryan Waterman scores. It was 2-0 in favor of the Orioles here. And then, Delvin Young singles on a ground ball. Left fielder Brock Holt and Everett Cabrera scores. And Machado the third and Adam Jones the second base. It was 3-0 in favor of the Orioles here. And then, Chris Davis doubles on a sharp line drive to center field of Mookie Betts. And Manny Machado scores and Adam Jones scores. Was 5-0 in favor of Orioles here. And then Steve Pearce singles on the ground ball to center field of Mookie Betts and Delvin Young scores and Chris Davis the third. 6-0 in favor of the Orioles here. And then Jamie Paredes scrams after the fourth set. Second baseman Dustin Pedroia stretch up to Zeddy Bogarts and Chris Davis scores and Steve Pearce out at second base. 7-0 Orioles through 3. And then more disaster lay ahead for the Red Sox as Delvin Young sings on a line drive to left field of Brock Holt and Ray Navarro scores and Manny Machado scores. 9-0 in favor of the Red Sox here. No, 9-0 in favor of the Orioles here. And then in the bottom of the fifth, Ray Navarro singles on a ground ball to center field of Mookie Betts. Jimmy Paredes scores and was 10-0 Orioles through 5. And then, bottom of the sixth, Chris Davis homers on a fly ball to center field. 11-0 Orioles here. And then Jimmy Paredes triples on a sharp line drive to right fielder Al Craig that scores Steve Pearce. 12-0 Orioles in the bottom of the sixth. And then top of the seventh, Red Sox trying to mount a little rally of their own. That's Pablo Sandoval homers on a fly ball to right field. And of course Sandoval, Sandy Leon, and Dana Navas scores. That's the first homer for Sandoval in the memory of the Red Sox. It was 12-3 Sox trail the Orioles. And then Hanley Ramirez homers on a line drive to left center fielder and was 12-4. Red Sox stand by 8. But the Orioles killed a rally here in the bottom of the seventh as Adam Jones singles on a line drive to left fielder Daniel Nava and Ray Navarro scores, and it was 13-4 Orioles here. And then Delvin Young doubles on a sharp line drive to center field of Mookie Betts. Everett Cabrera scores and Adam Jones scores. 15-4 in favor of the Orioles. And then Steve Pearce singles on a line drive to left fielder Daniel Nava. Delvin Young scores to Chris Davis second and was 16-4 in favor of the Orioles. And then Jimmy Paredes doubles on a ground ball to right fielder Alan Craig that scores Chris Davis. 17-4 Orioles. And then Ryan Ronnery batted pass ball by Sandy Leon and Steve Pearce scores 18-4 in favor of the Orioles there. But top of the ninth, Red Sox trying to mount another comeback as Hanley Ramirez homers on a line drive to left field that scores Ramirez, Mookie Betts, and Pablo Sandoval scores 8 for Mercedes Ramirez. But it was a case of way too little and way too late as the Boston Red Sox get thumped by the Orioles in Baltimore 18-7. It's now the Sox record is 10-9 in the season here, as Wade Miley was sound of the loss, while Bud North got the win. Next up for the Red Sox, they'll be back at Fenway for a date with the Toronto Blue Jays here, as Joe Kellerman for the Red Sox, while Animal Sanchez on the man for the Blue Jays. Alright, other scores around the majors here. Detroit Tigers defeat the Cleveland Indians 8-6. Chicago Cubs over the Cincinnati Reds 5-2. Tampa Bay Rays over the Toronto Blue Jays 5-1. Miami Marlins over the Washington Nationals 6-2. Philadelphia Phillies edge out the Atlanta Braves 5-4. Chicago White Sox swept the doubleheader with the Kansas City Royals for 3-2 by the White Sox in the first game and completion of the game suspended from Friday. And then White Sox over the Kansas City Royals 5-3. Milwaukee Brewers over the St. Louis Cardinals 6-3. Texas Rangers over the Los Angeles Angels 5-4 final 11 innings here. Houston Astros edge out the Oakland Athletics 7-6. San Padres over the Los Angeles Dodgers 3-1. Final 11 innings, it's Minnesota Twins over the Seattle Mariners 4-2. Pittsburgh Pirates blank the Arizona Diamondbacks 8-0. New York Yankees over the New York Mets 6-4. And the Rockies of Colorado and San Francisco Giants got postponed due to rain in Denver here. Okay, the Celtics are facing a 3-0 hole against the Cleveland Cavaliers going into this afternoon's game at the Garden against the Cavs, and they are trying their best just to try to make this a series here But Cleveland Cavaliers dominated the first quarter as they went in the first quarter break, leading it 29-19 here. And then in the second quarter here, the Cavaliers continued to keep that firebrand ball going as now they went into halftime break, leading it 57-36. But then the Celtics showed signs of a comeback as the Celtics won that third quarter 25-13 as they went into the third quarter break, trailing it 70-61 here, and the Celtics kept on fighting in the fourth quarter against the mighty Cavaliers, but it was a case of too little, too late, as the Boston Celtics got swept by LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers, 101-93, as LeBron James got 27 points in a win for the Cavs wall. Isaiah Thomas and Jared Socha got 21 points in the loss to Celtics as the Boston Celtics season came to an end, but boy, the Celtics second half was a great season filled with young talent that did their work very well, and they were successful, and proud of the Celtics for making it to the playoffs in the second season under Coach Brad Stevens, and I expect this young Celtics team to make a couple of playoff appearances in the next coming years. Alright. The Los Angeles Clippers defeat the San Antonio Spurs 114-105. The series tied at 2 games apiece here. The Washington Wizards over the Toronto Raptors 125-94. As Bradley Beal got 23 points to the win for the Washington Wizards, and Dallas Mavericks lead the Houston Rockets 96-82 with 9:44 left in the fourth quarter down to Dallas, Texas here. Okay, take a look at the NHL scoreboard here. Minnesota Wild advanced the next round by defeating the St. Louis Blues 4-1 here. And Montreal Canadiens advanced to the next round by blanking the Senators 2-0 here. Taking a look at ML soccer scores with 90-58 left in the second half. Seattle Sounders lead the Portland Timbers 1-0 here. New York Red Bull and Los Angeles Galaxy tied at 1, and Toronto defeated Orlando 2-0 here. The Wheaton Lions softball team this afternoon at Clark Field at Wheaton College ran into a buzzsaw by the number 1 ranked Tufts Jumbos as the Tufts Jumbos continued their unbeaten season dating back to May 26th of last year as the Jumbos swept the Lions 10-0 in 5 innings in the first game, and then 8-5 in the second game, and then the NUMAC tournament semifinal game number 3, Wheaton Lions over the WPI Engineers 10-9 here. Alright, sports news here. The Albuquerque Police Department in New Mexico is currently seeking UFC light heavyweight champion John Jones and a suspect in a hit and run incident on Sunday. Kiwi World number 1 Lydia Ko is in a playoff for a top spot the latest LPGA event in San Francisco as final round 70 saw tied with American Morgan Pressel at Aaron Par 280 and forced an extra hold in the Swinging Skirts Classic. When the 2015 Sprint Cup Series began a little more than 2 months ago, Kurt Busch's future in NASCAR was in serious jeopardy after he had been placed on indefinite suspension for domestic violence allegations as he won the Richmond with dominant performance. Justin Rose birdied at the final 2 holes Sunday to win the Zurich Classic as Rose winner the week ranked 9th in the world completed a 765 in the rain-delayed 3rd round and closed with a 6-set TPC Louisiana near New Orleans for a 7th victory. The world's top golfers previously brought an acute sense of anxiety in the match play championship as they knew one loss, one meager round, or maybe one 60 round by their opponent would probably send them home. Joseph Newgarden earns first IndyCar win in Birmingham, Alabama. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on Sunday Night Sports Roundup of this Sunday night, April 26, 2015. People say have a good night. I'll be looking forward to see you tomorrow morning. Good night, and see you tomorrow morning.